Hello everyone! A few weeks ago, I created a blog to help you learn more about my program, the Medical Imaging Technique. The first question I have to ask is, what am I going to talk about in the video tutorial? But first, you have to access my blog, and for this, you must click on the icon Internet just here. When the page appears, you have to click on the address bar and type in the name of my blog, which is www.diagnostic-imagine-anistic.blogspot.ca. So, as you can see, my most recent publication was to write a hypertext narrative about my field of study. First, I am going to explain what a hypertext narrative is, because it's not everyone who knows it. So, it is a text with a beginning and a ending, which can change depending the choices that the reader makes during his reading. He should start by reading the introductions, and afterwards he has to make a choice between these three situations. He will be directed to another scene where he should again make a choice between the three situations. He will have to choose between these two choices. Finally, according to the choice he has made, he will be directed to the conclusion of the story. By clicking on Start Again just here, he can choose other options until he has taken consciousness of all the situations. The next question I have to ask is, how is my story related to my field of study? You can see that my story is directly related to my program of study, the medical imaging field, because I create an important hypertext narrative where I invented situations involving a medical imaging technologist. So, I narrate the story of a technician in medical imaging and the different choices offered to him during his career. To make my story believable, I have to ask myself a third question. What workplace and field-related vocabulary did I use? So, I had to use some words related to my program, as X-rays, mammography, diagnosis, and private hospital. To make my story more credible in the eyes of the readers, I invented the situations in real context, which means that my story is actually happens in a hospital or in a private hospital which exists in life, such as the Saint-Eustache Hospital or the Laval Hospital named Cité de la Santé. In order to create an interesting story, it was necessary that I ask myself another question. How is my story organized? I invented several situations which can happen in the daily life of a medical imaging technologist who wants to expand their knowledge by specializing in the domain of mammography, the fact of living sexual harassment at work, to live new experience by making humanitarian aid, or simply acquire other skills by going to the university. The last question I ask is, how did working with other blog writers help me develop my story? To write an original and interesting story for readers, I had to ask some advice from other blog writers. When I had no inspiration or I was in a dead end, they helped me find ideas or solutions, making sure that I could develop more or finish my story. With their collaboration, my story could be fascinating and funny for the readers. Now, I will walk you through my story a couple of times. I hope you will like it. First, I am in secondary 5 and I have to choose what I want to do for my future. I decided to take a technique of 3 years in medical imaging. This is a great choice. I am hired at Saint-Eustache Hospital. I decide to do my training course in mammography. I will take the choice number 2. I decide to stay in this field of work. And the conclusion, I work in the mammography department and I hope to work there until I retire because I love this domain. Start again. I decided to take a technique of 3 years in medical imaging. I decided to do humanitarian aid as a medical imaging technologist. I will take the choice number 1. I decided to offer my help in Haiti. I love this country so much that I decided to settle there for a long time. Choice number 2. And the conclusion, I settled in Haiti. I am married and we have 3 beautiful boys. Start again. So here is my hypertext narrative. I hope you enjoy it, and especially I hope I have given you a taste to create your own blog. Have a nice day and thank you.